الحج أشهر معلومات فمن فرض فيهن الحج فلا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء سيد المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We finished the last session on the manners and sunan of the ihram, and I will inshallah in this session complete the issue, because we covered, as we said, that there are four important things that one needs to consider in this: making a ghusl, taking a bath, number 2, using perfume, number 3, praying before entering into ihram, and number 4 is the talbiyah. When we say taking a bath, does not mean that just taking a bath is sufficient. Rather, all kind of cleaning and grooming, the scholars have mentioned in this. So a person clips his hair, his nail, purify himself in the best possible manner, and prepare himself for this important journey. Applying perfume is proven from the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and I mentioned the narration from Aisha radiallahu anha that she said that she used to apply the perfume on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam before he enters the ihram, and also before he would exit the ihram, before going for the tawaf al-ziyarah. And she also said that as if she could see كأني أنظر وبيس الطيب في مفارق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, as if I can see the traces of perfume in the hairline of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So and she said وهو محرم, whilst he is in the state of ihram. So which means the perfume he applied before entering the state of ihram is the traces are shown. The fourth and the last issue in this in the manners and etiquettes of the ihram is the talbiyah. The talbiyah is something we can say that this is the most important issue among these among the sunan and manners of ihram. It's extremely important, and also it is highly rewarding. The scholars agree that talbiyah is from the sunnah of the ihram. It is not wajib. However, no one will go for Hajj and would come back having not made talbiyah. It would be very strange. Why should one not do that? Two terms we use, or shall we say, are used in the narrations. One is the talbiyah, the other one is ihlal, such as the hadith of Jabir radiallahu anhu, when he said that when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam began the talbiyah, he said فَأَهَلَّ بِالتَّوْحِيد, that he, ahalla in Arabic means to announce, by raising the voice, and this is why the word ihlal, which is used, the scholar they said it means رَفَعُ الصَّوْتِ بِالتَّلْبِيَةِ, to raise one's voice when he is calling out the talbiyah. That is ihlal, or the word driven from that word. The talbiyah means the answer to the call of Ibrahim alayhi salam when he called for the Hajj. They say ijabatu nida'i Ibrahim alayhi salam hina nada bil Hajj. When Ibrahim alayhi salam gave the call for Hajj, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered him وَأَذِّنْ فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا وَعَلَى كُلِّ دَامِرٍ, that you give the call for the Hajj to people. They would come on feet and camel. So he gave the call, and this is why people, when they go for Hajj, they respond to that call. by saying labbaik, Allahumma labbaik. That I am here, O Allah, I am here. And I'll mention all of the talbiyah in a few seconds. The one who, and this is the important thing in this is that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam called out with Tawheed whilst the mushrikeen of Arab used to make shirk in that even. The one who goes to perform the Tamattu' Hajj, he should begin his talbiyah by saying Allahumma labbaika bi umrah. The one who goes for the Qiran Hajj, he should say Allahumma labbaika bi umrah wa hajja. And the one who goes for Ifrad Hajj, he should say Allahumma labbaika bi hajj. So this is the beginning is like that. And then Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, he described the talbiyah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam by saying that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam made the talbiyah by saying labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda wa ni'mata lak wal mulka la sharika lak. That I am here, O Allah, I am here, there is no partner to you. Indeed, the hamd and ni'mah, all the praises and the blessings are from you, for you and from you. Wal mulka la sharika lak, and the kingdom belongs to you with no partner to it. The scholars, they said the mushrikeen of the Arab, they used to say labbaika la sharika laka illa sharikan huwa laka tamlikhu wa ma malaka. That they used to say that we are here, no one is a partner to you except the one you made from your creation or your people, or an angel. So they used to make shirk even in that talbiyah, and this is why Jabir radiallahu anhu, when he described the talbiyah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made the talbiyah with tawheed. He said fahalla bit tawheed, that he called out with tawheed, and then he narrated the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what he said. It is, inshallah, I'll go over a few rules and some of the virtues of the talbiyah. It is recommended that one starts the talbiyah when he boards his transport, because of the narrations from Anas bin Malik and Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, and this is reported by Imam Bukhari, that both of them, they said that anna Nabiyya sallallahu alaihi wasallam lamma rakiba rahilatahu wastawat bih ahalla. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would ride his mount, his camel, or whatever he used the camel, that he would settle on it, mount on it and settle, and then he would call out the talbiyah. People who go by air, obviously that's not the case. They are on the plane already, so then when they are told that they are going to pass the miqat line, they should make the niyyah, and when they are sure that they have passed the miqat line, then they should start making the talbiyah by announcing their hajj or umrah, whatever they are going to do, by saying Allahumma labbaika bi umrah, or Allahumma labbaika bi hajja, or bi umrah wa hajja. This announcing is not niyyah, as some people misunderstand. Rather, this is the first pronouncement. The niyyah is the ihram, and that is in the heart, and that is before the miqat line. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked that which hajj, ayyul hajj afdal, which hajj is the best, most virtuous, most blessed, most rewarding. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said al-ajju wa thajj, that the one with ajj wa thajj. Al-ajj, they said ma'na al-ajj rafa'u as-sawt bit-talbiyah. This is the hajj in which you raise the voices for calling out the talbiyah. So you can see the importance of the talbiyah. And thajj, he said, they said that isalatu dima bi dhabh wa nahr, the shedding of the blood by slaughtering. Dhabh is the slaughter which you do for the sheep or cow when you put the animal on the ground and do it. The nahr is when you slaughter the camel, because the camel is slaughtered in standing position, and that's a different process called nahr. So the Hajj, in which you offer the hadi and you shed the blood. This is also in a way supporting evidence that the tamattu Hajj is recommended. Of course, you do the hadi in the Quran as well, but better than the ifrad. Sahal bin Sa'ad radiallahu anhu reported the hadith, and this is recorded by Ibn Majah, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that there is no Muslim yulabbi illa labba ma an yaminih min hajar aw shajar aw madar hatta tanqati al ard min ha huna wa ha huna. That he said, though no Muslim calls out the talbiyah except that what is on his right from the tree or the stone or fir, everything calls out the talbiyah until where the earth ends, as far as that. And he said from this side and this side, meaning the east and the west, all over. Raising the voice with talbiyah, we have already mentioned that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the best Hajj is al-Hajj, where the voices are raised. In fact, what Imam al-Nasai and Abu Dawud and at-Tirmidhi reported from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying that Jibreel alayhi salam came to me and he ordered me فَأَمَرَنِي أَنْ أَعْمُرَ أَصْحَابِي أَنْ يَرْفَعُوا أَصْوَاتَهُم بِالْإِحْلَالِ وَالتَّلْبِيَةِ. That Jibreel alayhi salam came to me and he ordered me to order my companions that they should raise their voices with the ihlal wa talbiyah, by pronouncing the Hajj and Umrah and calling out the talbiyah. The order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Jibreel alayhi salam does not bring an order from himself, rather this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there's few narrations regarding raising the voices with people do that, but often this becomes a rhyme and kind of people get occupied in it in such a manner they forget the purpose and reason. And this is why it's important to remember that this is the tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala you are pronouncing and affirming. A woman is not required to raise the voice. In fact, she should not raise the voice. Rather, they said that she should raise the voice to the level that only her companion who is with her, only she could hear. It shouldn't be high enough to be heard by the men around. The talbiyah should continue persistently and as much as a person is able to do. This is why Jabir radiallahu anhu, and especially at the time at the points where the time, places or people meet. Okay, this is what is reported by Jabir radiallahu anhu. Long hadith, I mentioned the hadith of Jabir radiallahu anhu. So these are the points from that hadith. So he said that كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يلبي بحجته في حجته إذا لقي راكبة. Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم used to do the talbiyah when he would meet the rider. Okay, meaning that he would increase that. أو على أكمة, or he would rise to a high place. أو هبط وادية, or he would go down in a valley. وفي أدبار الصلوات المكتوبة, or after he would end the obligatory prayers. ومن آخر الليل, and towards the end of the night. So all those things where people would meet, or time will meet, or places would change or meet. So when for example the plane goes down to land, that's the time to make talbiyah. When you mount the coach, then that's the time to make the talbiyah. Coach stops, you make the talbiyah more. So those are the kind of occasions where talbiyah should be pronounced more. So extremely important and very rewarding action in the state of ihram. This is really the concentration of the dhikr and dua and all the aim the state of ihram is achieved through maximizing talbiyah. And this is why Abdullah bin Amir bin Rabi'a report from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, قال Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ما من مسلم يضحي لله, no Muslim who begins his day يلبي حتى تغيب الشمس, and he calls out the talbiyah until the sun sets, except إلا غابت بذنوبه, all his sins disappear. فعاد كما ولدته أمه, and he returns like when his mother gave birth to him. The talbiyah should continue to a point where it should stop, and that point is different for the one who is going to perform the umrah as compared to the one who is going to perform the hajj. The one who is going to perform the umrah, which means that a person is going for umrah in other times than the times of hajj, or he is going to do the tamattu hajj, so he is only performing the umrah in the first place. So in that case, this is a person who is going to do the umrah. So when he reaches the Masjid al-Haram, enters the masjid, approaches the black stone to begin his tawaf, that's the time he should stop the talbiyah. Until he faces the Hajar Aswad, he should not stop the talbiyah. Rather, that is the time, and this is the most correct view of the scholars. Some said that he can continue during the tawaf, but really what is reported from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is evident on when you approach the black stone, that's the time you stop the talbiyah. For the one who is doing the hajj, whether it is ifrad or qiran or tamattu, when you are in the state of ihram for the hajj, then your talbiyah continues all through the manasik until on the day of Eid, Yawm al-Nahr, which is the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, when you reach the large Jamaratul Aqaba, and we'll come to that inshallah, what is Jamaratul Aqaba and what you do over there. So when you come to throw the pebbles on Jamaratul Aqaba, that's the time, because that's the time, they said, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam faced the Jamaratul Aqaba, then he stopped the talbiyah. Otherwise, all through the manasik before that, he was doing the talbiyah. Okay, so inshallah, this is briefly about the talbiyah. We said 5 issues concerning the ihram. Okay, the ruling concerning the ihram, the mawaqit of ihram, the times and places, its adab and sunan, and the last one. In fact, we begin with the definition of ihram. So 4, and the 5th, mahdurat al-ihram, which means prohibition of the ihram. Now, this is as I said in the beginning, that this is the most important issue connected with the al-ihram. The things which are prohibited during the state of ihram. There are, as I did in the previous series, there are 3 kinds of prohibition. This is in fact not I did, rather this is how the scholars recognize the 3 kind of prohibitions during the ihram apply. One is those restrictions which are applicable equally to both men and women. The second is those which are applicable to men only. Third is those which are applicable to women only. They're specific to women. So we'll see inshallah one by one. Those which are applicable to both men and women are, number 1, of course, what we have already mentioned, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered la rafath wala fusuq wala jidal. No rafath, no fusuq, no jidal. I've mentioned this in the conditions for the Hajj Mabrur, but here this is a specific restriction, specific prohibition during the state of ihram, and it has a specific meaning, more extended meaning than its general linguistic meaning. So rafath, as I described before, the rafath is the marital relation between husband and wife, but here in terms of prohibition in the state of ihram, This is more than that. This is, as the scholars describe, that any action that leads to such end, to the marital relation between the spouse, or any statement. So they say, bil qawl wal amal. Any kind of action or any kind of speech that would lead to it is forbidden. It's forbidden, and it's not. This is one of the prohibitions of ihram. Fusuq includes every kind of action which the Sharia of Islam would not approve. Anything that is blamable, anything that is not acceptable, all comes into that category. Whether this is by speech or by the actions of limbs, all of those will be included. This is why it's important that a person who is in the state of ihram, he doesn't waste his time and gossip, because then he'll be more likely to say something which is wrong or do something which is wrong. Rather, a person should focus that he is in the state of ihram, so he control himself. Then of course this is also a lot of test of patience of the people who embark on a journey. Any travel you would experience, but more here because of the sheer number of people and the problems we face during this. And this starts from when we starts from the airport here, let alone when you reach there and the crowd increases. Then it says wala jidal, and no argument or quarreling. And again, this is also not just argument, quarreling, rather more than that. That even to the extent that Ibn Abbas, he said that to asking question upon question from the one who is your companion till he would become annoyed, this falls in jidal and it's not permissible. However, there is another issue in this, that some people think that this is an absolute prohibition in this manner, which is not correct. Rather, it is important for a knowledgeable person to forbid the evil that goes on during the time of Hajj. Not that goes on, I don't mean that the evil goes on, astaghfirullah. Rather, people who are inclined to do such a thing, you will find some people who are doing something wrong, or people who are doing something wrong out of ignorance. So the duty of al-amr bil ma'ruf wa nahy anil munkar should continue. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَجَادِلْهُمْ بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. Jadilhum, jidal is permissible, which is done in an ahsan, in a good manner, with hikmah and mu'idha. So if a person does that with wisdom and in the best possible manner and prevent, then it is important. So when people push each other or do something wrong or swear at each other, or they are doing something out of ignorance which is not permitted, so warn them and advise them and prevent them. This is important, and this is quite common. I saw someone, a person was brushing his teeth with toothpaste, and another person passed by and he said that you are not allowed to use the toothpaste. So I stopped him and I asked him, who told you this? Where did you get this? And he didn't have any answer. So people would do something like this. So to advise them and let them know is also needed. And this, as I said, that would vary from person to person. If a person who has little knowledge, he should do according to that. A person has more, that his duty becomes more, that he, when he sees something, he should advise and prevent. So jidal is permissible in this way. The second prohibition, they said that he should not remove, or she should not remove any hair from his or her head or the body. It's not permissible, and the basis of that is the statement for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَلَا تَحْلِقُوا رُؤُوسَكُمْ حَتَّى يَبْلُغَ الْهَدْيُ مَحِلَّهُ. That should not remove any shave your heads until the hadi reaches its station, its place, which means that until you offer the hadi. That's the second one. Inshallah, I'll stop on that as we come to the end of this session and complete these prohibition in the next session. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
الحج أشهر معلومات فمن فرض فيهن الحج فلا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج